Good evening. I'm Byron Scott with a CTV News update. A scary situation unfolds in Bowie today. Prince George's and Bowie police were on the scene of a barricade situation this morning. The incident happened at the home on Gladys Retreat Circle. According to a tweet put out by Prince George's police, negotiations continue with a man inside a residence. No injuries have been reported at this time. Police have closed Fairwood Parkway between Fairwood Vista Road and Annapolis Road. A state lawmaker demands that mail-in ballots be processed earlier during the general election in November. Under current law, mail-in ballots from Tuesday's primary could not be counted until 2 days after the election. The call comes as a number of races hang in the balance, including the Democratic governor's primary. Senator Cheryl Kagan of Montgomery County wants the State Board of Elections to seek a court order to force the issue. She sponsored legislation calling for early processing of mail-in ballots, but Governor Hogan vetoed the measure. Kagan spoke with CTV earlier today while she was heading out of town.
If our State Board of Elections will bring a lawsuit and ask for emergency permission to allow our 24 local boards of elections to start counting early. And the reason we need to do that, not to announce any totals, but to start processing them and scanning them, is to make sure that we can get more comprehensive results in a quicker way.
Maryland is the only state in the nation that requires election officials to wait 2 days before counting mail-in ballots. Well, new bombshell evidence is revealed during the January 6th committee hearing last night. The panel focusing on what former President Trump did and did not do during the attack on the Capitol. It was revealed that during the attack, some of Mike Pence's security, Vice President Pence's security service detail made goodbye phone calls to their loved ones. Evidence also came out that Trump watched the insurrection on television and did not call anyone from his administration to help stop the attack.
It would take probably less than 60 seconds from the Oval Office dining room over to the press briefing room. And for folks that might not know, the briefing room is the room that you see the White House press secretary do briefings from, with the podium and the blue backdrop. And there's a camera that is on in there at all times. And so if the president had wanted to make a statement and address the American people, he could have been on camera almost instantly.
If you continue to contest an election, you're not just contesting an election anymore. You're actually challenging the Constitution itself. You are challenging the societal norms that allow us to remain unified.
The committee says it will reconvene in September with more hearings. Well, if you're heading outside today, don't forget your bottled water. As our region grapples with another day of extreme heat, county officials want to remind residents to stay hydrated and to limit your time outside. If you need a place to escape the heat, the county will have 14 cooling centers available to the public.
The temperatures this weekend are going to be extremely hot. The heat index will most likely be over 105 starting tomorrow and Saturday. If you really don't need to go out, please don't. Also, please keep in mind that our public safety partners will be extremely busy during this time period. So if you don't need to call 911, please don't. If you need information about cooling centers or anything else that the county can provide, you can call 311.
Well, here are the latest COVID-19 numbers for our area. The Maryland Department of Health has confirmed 1,729 new cases. The positivity rate in Prince George's continues to climb. It now stands at 14%. 8 Marylanders have died of COVID over the past 24 hours, and 574 people are hospitalized. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Byron Scott. Coming up, graduation day for new Maryland State Troopers. Stay with us.
STEM is the discipline of hard numbers, precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to get messy, or just mess it up. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to try. Dare to fail. Dare to keep daring. Science! Dare to learn the difference between organic, sedimentary, and non-foliated metamorphic rock. Get outside, find those rocks. Dare to be homeroom famous, a high school fable. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. And for the love of STEM, dare bigger. Dare to code, dare to invent, dare to explore, dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
To Sofia and Gabriel, mis flores, my little flowers. Even though these old knees can't follow on your adventure to the forest today, these flowers represent my love, so you can take me with you wherever you go, near or far. These stitches and threads join us together. Me, your mother, and both of you. And wherever you see a flower, a bird, a beautiful tree, know that my love is with you as you bring our colorful stories to the world.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back. Hyattsville police are searching for a missing person. 58-year-old Boris Ray was last seen early Tuesday morning on the 5800 block of Queens Chapel Road. He was wearing a blue jumpsuit and brown shoes. If you have any information on the whereabouts, you're asked to call police. That phone number, 301-985-5060. And the former Prince George's police officer has learned his sentence. It's 1 year behind bars, followed by 3 years of probation. Bryant Strong was found guilty in May of assaulting 24-year-old DeMonte Strong Ward during a traffic stop in 2019. Strong Ward was handcuffed at the time. The incident left him paralyzed from the waist down. He died last year following an unrelated shooting. Ward Blake's family has filed a $75 million civil rights suit against the county. And after undergoing 27 weeks of training, 23 new troopers joined the ranks of the Maryland State Police. The agency held its 154th Academy graduation ceremony this morning. Governor Larry Hogan offered his congratulations.
I'm always amazed and incredibly proud of the courage of every single one of our new troopers who have chosen this career of service at such an especially challenging time.
And given what I saw at dinner the other night with you guys, and what I saw at inspection this morning, I will go out on a limb and say that this is probably the finest group of Maryland State Trooper candidates that I've seen in my time as superintendent. Congratulations on that.
The troopers will be assigned one of the 23 barracks across the state. And police have released the identity of the man shot and killed in District Heights earlier this week. He is Tremaine Crawford of Suitland. Officers were called to the 3300 block of Walters Lane Wednesday morning, where they located Crawford suffering from a gunshot wound. He died hours later at a local hospital. No word yet on suspects or motive. If you have any information about this case, you're asked to call Crime Solvers at 1-866-411-TIPS. And Pennsylvania dedicates $220 million to reduce pollution in state waterways, and it could help bay cleanup efforts in Maryland. Pennsylvania's state legislature also passed a bill that would set standards for the use of fertilizer, a main source of pollution in waterways. Sediment and other pollution from the Conowingo Dam often flows from the Keystone State into the Chesapeake Bay. The federal government has set a 2025 deadline for cleanup of Maryland's largest estuary. And still to come on CTV News tonight, it's time to stuff a bus with school supplies once again. That story after the break. Stay tuned.
I think I finally found.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Got a new house. It's looking pretty cool so far.
A place that I call home.
I'm teaching Louise how to cook some lasagna.
It only takes a spark to make a fire start.
Thank you.
Study, please.
I think I finally found a place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
Dear humans, I stand here today not for myself, but for every tail wagger, sloppy kisser, and curtain ninja. I stand here for each one of the thousands of dogs and cats killed in shelters each day. asking you to join our cause and help us make sure every best friend has a chance to meet one of their own. With Best Friends Animal Society leading the charge and your help, we can save them all.
Welcome back. The county's Department of Public Works kicks off its annual Stuff the Bus Back to School supply drive. The event runs through late August. Today through late August, it'll provide book bags and classroom supplies for dozens of students. County officials were joined by WKYS radio staffers who urged residents to come out and donate.
Folks can come by, drop off supplies here at the bus from 10 to 2 p.m. We're really excited because we also have our partners here. We have the Prince George's County Office of Community Relations, who continue to be a partnership. We have Radio 1 here today, and we'll have numerous agencies throughout this whole period that will be dropping off supplies for this campaign.
Again, the Stuff the Bus school supply drive runs through August. And a unique sport is breaking into the state of Maryland. University of Maryland graduate Ben Johns is taking the pickleball world by storm. At only 23 years old, Johns is nationally ranked in a sport that in years past has been dominated by those twice his age. With more than 50 gold medals and more than 14 triple crowns, Johns is already a legend in the sport. Johns says Maryland is the perfect place for pickleball.
We have a pretty vibrant tennis community growing up in the Mid-Atlantic area. There were, a ton of tennis players, a ton of tennis tournaments, a lot of country clubs, and I know some country clubs are adopting it, and that's really a quick path to it. It does very well in places like that very quickly. Pickleball has a lot to offer, and it hits a lot of different areas of people and backgrounds, and really that's kind of the unifying thing about it is it doesn't really matter what you do, your sports background, guy, girl, age, nothing really matters. Like everyone kind of enjoy it and have fun.
The sport of pickleball began in 1965 and is gaining traction around the world. Well, his name is Julian Wilson, and he's an up-and-coming musician from Fort Washington. The pianist is a senior at the famed Berklee College of Music in Boston. Next Friday, he'll be performing at the 3-day Osheaga Music Festival in Montreal, Canada, with dozens of other artists. He'll be on stage with singer Brandon Harris of Chicago.
It's crazy. I wasn't expecting to get the call at all. For me, my biggest thing is it's humbling to be put in these kind of positions because I didn't really, expect I wasn't expecting some of the things that have come towards me, but to be able to be on that stage, to be able to support, it's cool because it feels like it's another step in the right direction.
Wilson takes stage number 3 at the festival in Montreal once again at 2:10 p.m. on Friday, the 29th. And a new inspirational mural was unveiled today at the Bowie City Gym. It's a 20-foot tall painting of civil rights leader Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The public art project was created in hopes of bringing positivity and awareness to social issues plaguing the country. The artist is Detroit native Desiree Kelly. Mayor Tim Adams says he hopes it becomes a direct reflection of what the city of Bowie will be.
This mural does a wonderful job of talking about who we are and what we hope our city, our county, our state, and our nation will be. And that's one that talks about, with this mural, social justice, but it also talks about change, diversity, and most of all, unity. And I think that's the key to who we are and who we should become and how we can live a better life for everyone.
And if you want to see the mural, head over to the Bowie Gymnasium on Northview Drive. Let's check out your weather forecast tonight. Partly cloudy with lows in the 70s. Tomorrow, hot, highs around 97. Sunday, very hot, highs reaching 99 degrees. And Monday, same forecast, but with rain likely in the evening. And that's our news for tonight. I'm Byron Scott. Good night.
For the 1 in 365 African Americans battling sickle cell disease, a cure exists, yet many Black patients do not have a compatible donor available on the Be the Match registry. You could be the cure. Learn more at endsicklecell.org.